Bonjour. Hello. So today I'm gonna once again read and analyze not just one vignette of a French comic book, but two. That's right, two vignettes. So, so that vignette on the screen is coming from a bande dessinée, as it's called in France and Belgium, etc., etc. It's called Le Talisman Noir, the Black Talisman, and it's by somebody called François Craenhals. So he's probably from Belgium. Yeah, probably from Belgium. So let's get cracking. Okay, I'm gonna focus on the top, and in particular this guy. En. I'm gonna focus on the en, pronom personnel, en. So we're gonna deconstruct and reconstruct that sentence and understand why en is used there. Okay, so let me erase what I just did. Okay, so let me read this and translate. Un Maharaja. Je ne croyais pas avoir. So here there's a liaison between pas and avoir. So you don't say pas avoir, you say pas avoir. La chance d'en rencontrer un. I'm going to read the rest. Surtout à présent, l'Inde reste décidément le pays des 1001 nuits. So I'm going to focus on that first one. Oh yeah, the translation. Wow, Maharaja. I didn't believe that I would have the opportunity or the chance of meeting one. Okay, so that's the one on top. I'm not going to translate the one at the bottom. I'll leave that to you. Yeah, so the Maharaja is this guy. So he's coming in his car, and this is a circus. And for some reason, those two guys are in the circus. I don't know. Okay, so let's try to understand why en is used here. So let me start a new page. Okay, and let me get my trusty tablet. So let me rewrite the phrase. So, je ne croyais. So this is imperfect. Croire. To believe. Imparfait. Croire. To believe. First person singular. Je ne croyais pas avoir la chance d'en rencontrer un. So rencontrer is to meet. Okay. So let's see. Let's do the same sentence without this guy, pronom personnel, so that we can see the function of the pronom personnel in the sentence. So if you don't use a pronom personnel which replaces a noun, un nom. So je ne croyais pas. So he's talking about the Maharaja, okay? Avoir la chance. Je ne croyais pas avoir la chance de rencontrer très, un, ma, a, ra, ja. So, un Maharaja, it's COD of this one, of this, and it's third person singular, and the important bit is that there's a article indéfini in front. Un Maharaja. So, if you look at your grammar, and actually I have just made a video about le pronom personnel in general, very formal lesson, and I'll give a link right now. So if I look at COD, third person singular, what are the choices? Le, la, en. Le, la, en. This one is used when the COD is preceded. COD is preceded by like D, un, du. Article indéfini, plural, pluriel. Article indéfini, singulier. Article partitif. Article partitif, like je mange. Like je mange du pain. So if you want to replace pain by if you want to replace du pain by a pronom personnel, you say Jean mange. So here un, so that's masculine, but you could have also une feminine. So this, if we go back, so if the COD is preceded by D, un or du, you use en. Okay, and here I have the COD Maharaja is preceded by un. So it means that you have to use en. Okay? And of course, the I of de is removed. Okay, so it's dans. It's not de en. It's dans. Je ne croyais pas avoir la chance d'en rencontrer un. Et also, you have to repeat l'article. You have to repeat the article, l'article indéfini. You cannot just say je n'avais pas la chance, je ne croyais pas avoir la chance d'en rencontrer. You have to say un. Je ne croyais pas avoir la chance d'en rencontrer un. If you look at my video about the pronom personnel, it's explained. And I give more examples. Okay, so let's move on to a second vignette. Okay, so that's the second one. Okay, so let's read it first. Mon premier ministre. A est pour. A assisté. A assisté. So this is passé composé. Hein. A assisté. To attend. À un de vos spectacles à Delhi. Il m'en a dit tant de bien que j'ai formé le projet de vous faire venir chez nous à Yanagar pour que vous y donniez une série de représentations à mon peuple et à la cour. Let's try to translate this thing. So my first minister, Aipur, assisted, attended one of your shows in Delhi. Il m'en a dit tant de bien. He told me so many great things about it that j'ai formé. That I have formed. I'm gonna do word for word. That I formed the project of making you come. Making you come here with us at Yanagar in order for you to give a series of shows for my people and for the court. Okay, so the translation is not the greatest, but you get the idea. But what I'm interested in is... Okay, so there's another en here. You see the en here? I'm gonna delve into that, and there's a I. Okay, so we're gonna look at those two. So let's start a new page. Okay, so let me write the sentence for the that second en. So il m'en a dit tant de bien. It's like tant de bien is so much good. Tant de bien que, and then blah blah blah. I'm gonna just focus on this. So let's replace en, but what is supposed to replace? Un de vos spectacles. So il m'a, so that we can better see the function of en in the sentence. So il m'a dit tant de bien. Il m'a dit tant de bien d'un de vos spectacles que blah blah blah. So this is what en over there replaces. So what's the function? So il m'a dit, so passé composé, hein, of dire, to say, to tell. So tant de bien, this is the COD, so much good. Et d'un de vos spectacles is a COI, complément objet indirect, third person, complément objet indirect, third person, and it's singular. So what are the choices? The choices are what are the choices? Let me go back to my table just to be certain. Lui, so lui, en, I. So lui, it's for a person, so forget about that one. En is used whenever you have a verb that uses the preposition de. Like parler de, dire de, parler de, dire de, savoir de, se douter de. Anytime there's a de, se douter de. Anytime there's a de, and this is exactly what we have here. D apostrophe de 1, okay? So de. So this is why en is used here. So en is used here. So the I, le Y, this one is used. So the Y, I'm gonna go over there. It's used with a verb that uses the preposition a. For instance, penser à, penser à, tenir à, participer à, participer à. Anytime there's a okay. Okay, so I think we can move on to the last thing I want to talk about in those vignettes. So let's go back. So I want to look into this. Pour que vous y donniez une série de représentations. Why is I, le I used here? Pronom I. So let's create a new page and copy that piece of the sentence. So it is pour que vous y donniez, pour que vous y donniez une série de représentations. I'm just going to say show. Une série de shows. Pour que vous y donniez une série de shows. So this is a proposition subordinate, by the way. And anytime you have pour que, this has to be subjunctif. Subjonctif présent. It's not imparfait. Hein. Donc, que je donne, que tu donnes, qu'il donne, que nous donnions, que vous donniez, qu'il donne. It's not imperfect, even though the first and the second pluriel are the same. It's actually subjunctive present. Anyway, so let's focus on the I. So let's see the function of that I by replacing I by whatever it's replacing. So pour que vous donniez. So what is it replacing? Let's go back. Pour que vous y donniez. It represents this. It represents the place. Okay, so it's representing the place. So it's not a pronom personnel like you usually see. It's actually a okay, so let me pour que vous donniez à, so the name of the place, which is Yanagar, pour que vous donniez à Yanagar une série de shows. Okay, so this is what E refers to or replaces. Okay, and here it's not the usual pronom personnel, it's actually a pronom complément circonstanciel de lieu. It indicates the location, the place. Okay, so you use E when verb indicates direction. For example, aller à, partir pour, se rendre à. So it's often indicated, the direction is often indicated by the preposition à. Not always, but often. And this is what is happening here. So this is why you use I. So pour que vous donniez à Yanagar une série de shows is replaced by pour que vous y donniez une série de shows. I replaces this à Yanagar. Okay. So the other pronoun that can be used as complément circonstanciel de lieu is en. Can also be used, is a pronoun that can also be used as complément circonstanciel de lieu when the verb used indicates provenance. Verbs like venir de, sortir de, and this provenance is often represented by that preposition de. So whenever you see a de, it's very likely that you're going to have to use en. If the pronoun is a pronoun that's used as a complément circonstanciel de lieu. Okay, so I think I'm going to stop here. So if you have any question, you can just leave the question in the comments, but otherwise please like, that helps me, comment, that's always interesting, get feedback, and subscribe, and that will motivate me to make more videos for you. Okay, so I'm gonna stop here. Bye.